Hello. Welcome to the Dukovany nuclear power plant. My name is
XB2761,
and I have the best qualifications to be your tour guide. I have an IQ of
9,000.
and I'm the most advanced human product since the invention of superglue. Before we go, we'll set up special glasses that will allow you to see the wonders of nuclear engineering. You will be able to use your own hands in the glasses. Isn't that wonderful? Please tap the setup button with your finger. Systems are up, circuits are running, and we are ready to go. The Dukovany nuclear power plant is one of the most heavily guarded facilities in the Czech Republic. The entire site is protected by a network of laser beams. A no-fly zone is monitored by military radars, and suspicious cyber activity is dealt with by a security monitoring center. I am also safe.
I've been vaccinated against computer viruses.
Can you guess the name of the zone we are just about to enter? We are about to enter a radiation-controlled area, a place with possible radioactivity. The probability of our clothing becoming contaminated is
1 in 2 million.
Yep, we need to change into ordinary cotton overalls. This also includes other parts of human clothing. Shoes, socks, and underwear. Pawn on B5, 2:30 p.m. I'm so sorry. I am remotely playing 4-dimensional chess with a particle accelerator robot. May we? We are in the fresh nuclear fuel storage facility right now. We call it fuel, even though it won't burn anything. Just as a car runs on petrol, a nuclear power plant runs on uranium. Uranium is a metal that, in nature, looks like ordinary rock, but you can't put it in a reactor in this form. It has to be treated through a series of chemical processes and compressed into fuel pellets. Fresh fuel is not dangerous. The white gloves are worn not for the person to be hurt by the fuel, but for the fuel not to be harmed by the person. For example, with dirt and grease. Ew. Now tell me, are you interested in how uranium is enriched and what it is enriched with? Or do you want to take a trip with uranium? Go ahead and tap your finger on the option you like. Uranium is composed of 2 isotopes. Only isotope
235
is suitable for fission, which constitutes only
0.7%
of natural uranium. So nuclear fuel must be artificially enriched with this isotope. Uranium for nuclear reactors is enriched up to
5%.
Pellets are assembled into so-called fuel rods.
126.
Such rods together form a fuel assembly, which can finally be loaded into the reactor. Hey, here, down here, on the right. We move to the heart of the nuclear power plant, the reactor. This is where the uranium fuel is loaded, and this is where the entire electricity journey begins. People often think that the reactor is hidden underground, but this is not the case. Except for
30 centimeters.
It is almost entirely above ground.
It is 24 meters
high, which is about the size of an 8-story apartment building. I am going to think of my next chess move while you look around. In the reactor, you can see a strange phenomenon called Cherenkov radiation. It is caused by charged particles moving faster than light in this environment. You are lucky. It's best seen only about 3 days a year when the fuel is being replaced. project a model of the reactor into your glasses. You can turn it around with your hand. There are
42 tons.
of enriched uranium in the reactor's core. When the reactor is filled with fuel, a controlled fission reaction can occur. Let's take a closer look at this physical miracle. You see the nucleus of an atom in front of you. Wave your hand to shoot it with a neutron. Well done. On impact, the nucleus splits and explodes at
10,000 kilometers per second.
That's like covering the distance from Prague to San Francisco in 1 second. A huge amount of heat is generated during this fission. So the reactor is not producing electricity, as many might think, but heat. The purpose of the generated heat is to heat the water, which is turned into steam in the steam generator. We'll talk more about that at the next stop. We've moved on to the turbine hall, where we will make use of the steam generated in the steam generators. The steam is so powerful that it spins a multi-ton turbine before you can count how much quadrillion
minus 9
is. We see Škoda turbines all around us. The turbines at Dukovany are named after the women who worked at Škoda during the construction of the power plant. Maria, Elena, Irena, Stena, Marta, Dasha, Gerda, and Lenka. Each Dukovany turbine is 40 meters long, weighs 110 tons, and its longest blades measure 85 centimeters. The turbine spins at 3,000 revolutions per minute. At that speed, it would take 12 minutes to drive from Dukovany to Prague. The turbine then spins the generator, which finally generates electricity. The vibrations from the turbines caused my IQ to rise to
12,368.
I can answer any question in quantum mechanics, metaphysics, as well as philosophy of being. Ask me anything. Are you wondering how electricity gets into sockets? So, from the generator, the electricity is first fed into the high voltage network via the unit transformers, and then transmitted to the Slaviatice switchyard. From there, the electricity travels to homes where people, like you, use it to charge advanced technology such as cat fountains. Quiz. Try to guess what percentage of the Czech Republic's consumption is covered by electricity generated here in Dukovany. The correct answer is
20%.
I am also charged with this electricity, yet the designers have provided me with an imitation of the mouth cavity that you humans use to receive energy, so that I can laugh. And now, let's go to the unit control room. A nuclear power plant is, like me, a technological miracle with advanced automated systems. But the brain of the production units is formed by people. We are now in the unit control room where the operators work. May I ask what such an operator has to take care of?
We monitor all parameters, the state of the equipment, and carry out regular activities. In case of malfunction, we continue according to regulations.
The correct operation is supervised by the unit shift supervisor, the operator of the primary part, the reactor, and the operator of the secondary part, the turbines. Are you interested in how to get a job in the unit control room? Or would you like to see how the lights on the local simulator would illuminate in an abnormal condition? That a crisis situation will occur, knowing how to handle it is essential for the safety of the plant. That's why the operators can show us what would happen in the case of total loss of self-consumption power supply.
fajně rozvodem ReacTour fajn. Rozvodný BV, B2, BX, aspoň 1 pod napětím. Rozvodný BV, B2, BX, všechny pod napětím.
Ah, that was something. My circuits are overheating. It's time to move to the cooling towers. The cooling towers are the dominant feature of the nuclear power plant. What a view! But the view from inside is even more interesting. Let's fly up through them. But I'll be in touch just by radio, because when I am up high, I interfere with the TV broadcast.
The nuclear power plant is built on the territory of 2 regions. The right part is located in the South Moravian region. The left part belongs to the Vysočina region. And this is where the 5th power plant unit will be built in 2036. Its construction goes hand in hand with reducing production in coal-fired power plants and expanding emission-free clean energy sources. This new nuclear source will cover an additional 10% of the electricity consumption of the Czech Republic, which is tomorrow's clean energy for another 2 million households. The main advantages of using nuclear energy are stability, high performance, and, above all, cleanliness and safety of production. Machines like me don't need greenery to exist, but you, carbon-based life forms, should care about a clean planet. Who would we be guiding if you weren't here? Thank you for being here today. I look forward to meeting you next time.